wish I was joining you on the beach instead. But I think we can't do that for a little while. So if you're joining me wherever you are, if you can, get outside. It's a beautiful day. And if you can't, stay inside. So first and foremost, as always, welcome. Thanks for coming and listening and joining and practicing a little mindfulness. Taking some time for yourself so you can be patient and kind in these crazy times. So first, let's just begin with tuning in. So wiggle around in whatever seat you choose. Begin to allow your hands to rest where you like, palms up, palms down, whatever feels good. Roll your shoulders a couple times. And allow your breath to come and go without any shifting. Just beginning to tune into your cadence and rhythm this morning. Feeling the rising of your breath from the base of your spine all the way up through the crown of your head, and that nice release with your exhalation. Continue to observe with a layer of curiosity, even interest, welcoming in what's here without judgment or attachment, not good or bad. It's just each breath one at a time. Fill up and empty out. A few more breaths, just observing, tuning in, not only to your body, but to your mind, your thoughts. And if there's anything that keeps coming up, a thought, a person, something, even a feeling, feel free to name it as an intention for your practice and kind of plant it at your heart center so you can let go of it and again come back to this breath. As you reach the bottom of your exhalation, we'll slide our hands out by our sides, take them all the way up overhead, roll your wrists around, wiggle your fingers. With your exhalation, slide over towards the left. Plant your palm down, extend through your right side body. Roll your wrist around. Do whatever movements that feel good. Hi, Reggie. Inhale, reach towards the sky, take both hands up overhead. Exhale towards the other side. Push your dog away if you have to. Extend and lengthen. Wiggle. Bend. Do whatever kind of movements that felt yummy on the other side. Sweep up. Exhaling into a nice wide angle back bend. Take your shoulder blades back. Wiggle your fingers. Extend both hands to the sky. Belly strong. Exhale into a forward fold. Move, Reggie. From here, option to kind of lift your palms away, dig into your fingertips, adding a little side body stretch. Walk your hands over to the left. Press down or press away into your hips. Roll your chin side to side. Lift and lengthen. Or enjoy stillness. Remember, this is your practice. You're not supposed to do exactly what I do. Inhale, walk your hands back to the center. And exhale a little more deeply. We'll inhale, rising all the way back up. Exhale into a wide angle back bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, forward fold. Walk your hands over to the right side. Press into those fingertips. We'll press into your palms. Chin side to side. Keep your breath moving. Wiggle your toes. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, back towards the center. Exhale a little more deeply into that forward fold if it serves you. Remember, you can use blocks or anything to support you. Inhale, rise. Exhale into another back bend of your choice. This time, interlace your fingers at the base of your skull. Press your head back into your hands. With your exhalation, we'll twist and look towards the left. Extend your arms wide. Roll your wrists around. Press your left hand behind you near the base of your spine. Your right hand comes to your outer near thigh. Hi, Daisy. Lift through the crown of your head. Rotate your gaze back behind you. Soft shoulders. Close your eyes. Feel your breath inside your body. Inhale through center. Exhale, interlace your fingers above your head. Press your palms towards the sky. Maybe the opposite grip as you nestle your hands underneath that little shelf at the base of your skull. Press your head back into your hands. Lift your heart, belly strong. Inhale back through center. Rotate towards the right. Open wide. Reach through, roll, wiggle. Exhale, your right hand behind you. Left hand comes to outer near thigh. Lift through the crown of your head. Keep your breath moving. Soft shoulders. Activate your feet. Perhaps close your eyes as you look a little more deeply back over your right shoulder. Inhale back through center. Both hands reach high. Exhale into any back bend of your choice. And to add a little more depth or foundation, plant your palms, not your palms down, come to your fingertips. Put them behind you. Maybe walk a little further back. Lift your heart. Roll your shoulder blades together. Wiggle your toes. Drop your head back, look to the sky. As you exhale, come back through center. You two stop eating grass. Come on. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Everybody's eating grass. So after you mess with your dogs, come back through center, find a seat. Palms now face me. Heels of your hands a little further back, shoulder blades drawn towards one another. We'll lift our feet up to find a boat pose. Beginning to feel a little texture in your belly and your thighs. Draw your shoulders back and down. Can you look up? If this is challenging, drop your toes down or your heels down or the whole soles of your feet. You can play with lifting one foot at a time or both feet, or lift them high, or lift your hands up as well. Hands can come towards your feet, beside you, palms facing in, palms lifting, feet lifting. Your choice. Take a nice big breath in, and with your exhalation, we'll rock and roll over to hands and knees. Tabletop. So tabletop might be a little easier to watch me sideways. So in your tabletop, you're going to have your knees aligned underneath your hips, palms underneath your shoulders. Begin to, maybe I'll get a little sideways, that works. Begin to move through some cows and cats. Cow, crown of your head and your tailbone rise. Strong grip with your fingertips. Feet can be flat or toes can be curled under. Begin to move through a cat pose as you exhale, rounding through your back body. Chin towards your chest. Inhale, rise to cow. Continue to move through at your own rhythm and pace with your breath. Add any other movements you want. It might feel good to roll into those shoulders or rotate through your hips. Whatever you like. As big movements as extending arms and feet, one at a time, two at a time. It's your practice, remember? So do what feels good to you. You don't have to do just what I do. Keep the breath moving. No, I don't need you eating grass on my mat. Move along. And when you're ready, exhale into your first child's pose. Draw your hips to your heels, let your forehead rest on the earth. Eyes are closed, arms extended in front of you. They can even walk down beside you. Whatever you like. You know child's pose. I'm gonna have to get rid of these dogs, I think, for the next time. So resting down, eyes closed. Come back to the way you started your practice. With your breath, one at a time. And in child's pose, allow yourself to Surrender completely, even more so from our seated space where we began. Here, there's nothing you need to do to hold your body up. See what spaces you can allow to soften. Where can you loosen your grip? Perhaps across your brow, perhaps across your neck, your back body. Know that I'm just lifted so I can speak more clearly, but all of you are in a child's pose. Keep your breath moving with little to no effort, just watching the rhythm and cadence. Now begin to add a little grip. Dig into your fingertips, draw back through your hips. You guys go away. Go away. Not you guys, the dogs. And as you pull back a little more deeply in your child's pose, walk your hands over to the left. And this time, I want you to add some effort. Grip, grip, grip. Draw into your hips. Feel that nice side body stretch. Daisy, your bottom is too big. Chin to chest, wiggle around. Walk your hands over through center when you're finished. Walk your hands over to the right side. Again, grip through your fingertips. Press into the tops of your feet. Draw your hips back. This can be as effortful or as soft as you'd like. And with your exhalation, we'll slide back through center. This time, slide across your bellies. Elbows drawn snug to your sides. Chin towards your chest. My head is lifted so you can hear me. Legs are long and strong. Pressing into the tops of your feet. Elbows drawn in. Booty engaged, drawing your tailbone back through your heels. Inhale to a baby cobra. Notice the placement of your hands. You're light in your palms. Elbows are strong. Heart is lifted. Exhale back down. Reassess, re-engage, and with your breath in, rise again. Perhaps to another cobra. Perhaps to a sphinx. Perhaps to an upward facing dog, which we'll try on the next time. Inhale, lift. Again, your choice. Upward facing dog. Palms are strong. Heart is lifted. Legs are strong. Hips are lifted. Look to the sky, and as we exhale, come back to a tabletop. This time, lift up your feet, curl your toes under. Press your hips to heels. Give the soles of your feet a really nice stretch. Lift the heels of your hands a bit, like you're tenting your fingers. Kind of move a little side to side in any way that feels good. Lift back up through your tabletop. Flatten the tops of your feet. Give them a little love. And we'll go ahead and do a little twist here. I'm going to move half sideways so you can follow a little more clearly. Extend your left hand forward. Roll your wrist around. As we inhale, we'll sweep our hand high. Roll your wrist around even more up here. And as you exhale, like you're pulling something down with resistance, strong belly, thread the needle as you lay down and reach your hand across, temple on the earth. Show you from this angle as well. Oh, good. Now we've got barking dogs too. Again, it's not unlike beach yoga. Distractions. It's like the world. We have distractions. Things happen. So come back to your breath. Press into your shins. Your hand, as you may have noticed, you may extend your fingers forward or even wrap them around behind you. If it feels like a fun option, you might even lift the knee away, extend and lift and lengthen. That would be your right leg. Or leave your toes on the ground, reaching through the heel of your foot. To come out of it, slide your right palm back underneath your face, lower your knee back down, inhale, rise and unfold. Exhale, both hands to meet the earth. Here we'll come back to our tabletop and add a little cow and cat or any other thing that feels good to you. Take your time, take several rounds. Any yumminess, any spaces you can breathe into and release. And to the other side we go. Extending our right hand high. Roll your wrist. With your exhale, pull and thread and come on down to that shoulder and temple. From here, you can walk this left hand forward towards beyond your head, walk it over, or wrap it all the way around. And again, from this angle, if you want to, you can play with, and the more you ground into the back of your right arm, pressing into the earth, and the palm of your left hand, you might begin to find some lightness in that left knee. It'll make it a little more intense for sure. Maybe lift and extend through your heel, point, flex, roll your ankle, and when you're ready, drop your toes back down. You can add a little yummy extension from your palm through your heel on this left side body. And with your exhalation, let your knee find its place on the earth, your palm next to your face as you unwind and unthread the needle. Put your hand to the sky. Roll your wrists around. Exhale both hands to meet the earth. Perfect. A little rounding, a little moving through another flow of cow and cat. Come back to another child's pose. Allow your knees to get really wide this time. This time, actively press your hips back towards your heels, a little deeper stretch, and as you let your forehead meet the mat, roll your head side to side, giving that third eye space, that space between your eyes, your forehead, a little love. With your exhalation, soften and sink for at least a couple rounds of breath here. Loosening your grip where you can. And as you inhale, we'll slide across our bellies. Get long again. Exhale, chin to chest. Palms find their place for our series of back bends from the earth again. Inhale, lift, cobra, sphinx, or upward facing dog. Exhale, lower back down to the earth with control. On your breath, lift again to your choice. Cobra, sphinx, or upward facing dog. Exhale, back down to the earth. And our final inhale will lift. This time we'll linger in whichever choice of a back bend you've opted for. Take a deeper breath in, look up. As you exhale, rotate your gaze over your right shoulder, looking back towards your heel, maybe even dropping your left hip. Inhale back through center, look up. Exhale, rotate your gaze over your left shoulder, looking back towards your heel, dropping your right hip. Inhale through center. Drop your knees down. Offer your body a really strong cat pose here. Even curl your toes under. Walk your hands even closer as you round through a little more deeply. Walk your hands even closer. Come up to your knees. Here, find your extended left leg out in line with your right knee. Sole of your foot on the ground, toes pointed towards the front. Sweep your hands up overhead. With our exhalation, again, thread your fingers, press through the palms, look to the sky. Release your hands, take your left hand to grab your right wrist and pull up and over, pressing into that shin and top of your foot. Exhale, open. Hand comes down to connect to your whichever part of your leg you can touch here. And with our inhale, we'll rise. Arms overhead again. Exhale into a wide angle back bend. Inhale, lift. Strong belly to support your descent over to the right. Pause as you find that nice strong angle. Begin to drop your right palm down. Keep reaching through your left side body. A little bend in your elbow, perhaps hand behind head as you press your head into your hand and look to the sky. Release your hand. Release your foot from the earth if you want. As you can see, I'm walking my hand a little further forward to align and stack. Hand behind head, bent up, bent knee is an option. Press your head into your hand. You can deepen the back bend if you want by grasping onto the top of your foot. Carefully kick your foot into your hand, but pull your foot with your hand. Look to the sky if you like. To release the pose, extend and lengthen. Drop your foot down for support. Drop your palm down. Walk your hands back to the center. Another inhale and exhale, extended leg behind you. Lift your foot, slide it all the way back. Bend at your knee, pulse your foot to the sky, exhale, knee to belly. One more time, extend, exhale, knee to belly, tiger pose. Both knees to the earth. Another round of cow and cat in any way you like. Keep your breath moving, come back to tuning in to the full inhalation, full exhalation. It's getting hot out here actually, warmer than I thought. That's good. Walk your hands up towards your thighs, find your comfortable footing. Extend your right foot out to the side. If you notice your hips aren't quite evening out, you might need to walk your foot a little further. Your toes don't have to be pointed towards the front of the room if that's uncomfortable, but just find where it works for you. Inhale, arms up overhead. Roll your wrists around. Again, interlace your fingers, curl them inside out. Stretch to the sky. Release your palms. Right hand captures left wrist as you pull up and over towards the right. Release your hands. Drop your right hand down. It can be palm up or palm down. Just try not to press into your leg. You're opening up through that left side body. Inhale, lift. Exhale, re-anchor, recommit with this extended right leg as you extend and lengthen over. Reach through your fingers. Keep your breath moving. With our exhalation, lower that left hand down to meet the earth. Okay, find your footing here. You could stay right where you are. Capture your head with your hand. Press your head into your hand. Lift your foot up. If you've done what I did where I slid over to the left, walk your hand so you stacked those joints. Oh, here he comes again. Bend at your knee if you like. You can wrap your, bend your knee and capture the sole of your foot, top of your foot, press into your foot. Lift your gaze to the sky. Keep your breath moving. Even if you find a layer of discomfort, see if you can breathe through that. Know the difference between pain and natural discomfort and stretching and strengthening. Release, extend, lengthen. Lower your foot to meet the earth. Lower your palm to meet the earth. Walk your hands around. Now I've got Reggie in my way. Oh, goody. Extend your right leg behind you. Thank you, Reggie. Exhale, knee to nose. Re-extend. Exhale, knee to nose. Lower both knees on the earth. We're going to have to reassess this one now. Find another cow and cat. Wiggle around. Anything that feels good to you now, add it in. And as you exhale, come back to another child's pose. We'll join Reggie in a child's pose. What do you think, Reg? With your tail. So let your head rest on the ground. Let your eyes close. See where you can soften. Feel the breath expand through your chest, through your back body. Listen and feel the texture of your breath as it travels across your throat, in and out your nostrils. Again, where are you still holding on? Where can you soften and loosen your grip? Okay, Reg. Here we go. All right. Thank you, Reggie. Go check out the perimeter. When you're ready, rise up to all fours, curl your toes under, and lift to a downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. Adjust my mat a little so we could do this better. You get off my mat. There. Downward facing dog. Thanks, Reg. Where's your down dog? You'd be good at this. Pedal out your feet. As I mentioned, do anything that feels good. Remember, in your downward facing dog, you can always come down to hands and knees and do everything we do from here, from a table. Make sure your wrists are happy. To have happy wrists, you need to really use your grip on the earth, like you're turning a really tight jar lid. Hug the muscles to the bone, shoulders are broad, belly is strong. To enter your down dog in the safest way, lift your knees, press back through your hips. Find that length and that engagement of your shoulder girdle. As you inhale, lift your hips, then lengthen your legs. Legs do not need to be straight. In fact, for most of us, they are not. And heels absolutely do not need to touch the earth. So pedal it out, let it feel good, and then let's find some space. Extend your left foot high. Point, flex, roll your ankle around, bend your knee. Find some yumminess there. Perhaps roll that hip around. When you're ready, bend your knee and stack your hip open. Begin to maybe even look underneath your armpits, but recommit with that left side body, pressing into the sole of your hand and flexing the sole of your foot. Re-extend your leg, square off your hips, exhale, knee to belly, tiger pose. Back to the sky. Release your foot to the earth. We'll try that on the other side. Take your right foot high. Point, flex, roll your ankle, bend your knees, swirl around. Neatly stacking your hip open towards the left side. He's licking my belly now. Press into the sole of your Reggie, stop it. Of your right hand. Flex your foot. Look towards your right armpit. Re-extend. Exhale, knee to belly, tiger pose. Back to the sky. Exhale, knee to belly, tiger pose. And back to the sky. Release your foot to the earth. Look to your hands. Bend your knees. Hop, step, or jump your feet forward to a forward fold. And just hang here for a moment. Option to redo your hair if you need to. Mine's a little crazy. See what Reg is going to do next. But most importantly, come back to your breath. Feel the fullness of this breath in. Feel the nice release with the emptying out. Bend your knees. You can move side to side, cradle your arms, adjust your stance. Really feel the four corners of your feet, wiggle your toes. Release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift, hands slide up, shins as heart extends. Exhale, fold. Let's try 2 more of those. And when I say halfway lift, you don't have to be 90-degree angle. Your halfway lift is your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift, Ardha Uttanasana. That means half forward fold, reverse swan dive up to standing. We made it. Exhale into your back bend. Inhale, lift. Let's go ahead and add another side body stretch. Interlace your fingers, release your hands to the sky. Index fingers, steeple mudra here. I'll step back so you can see the whole thing. Draw your shoulders down your body, biceps in. Feet can be standing together or wide, depending on the comfort level in your back body. Legs are engaged, belly strong, shoulders drawn down, biceps in. Squeeze and pull everything to the center. Let the left overtake the right as you pull up and over. And stretch. Let your cheek rotate towards your bicep. Keep the heels of your hands sealed. Activate your legs. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale through center. Let it go. Release your hands down and around. Let's slide them down behind our back body. Finding first a gentle grip. Notice if you right away sway your back. So first bend your knees. Find your strong foundation. Knees together, inner thighs together. Now that fist can stay at your sacrum as you draw your shoulders back, or you can press that fist down. Engage your belly. Broad shoulders, ribs staying where they live. Heart lifts, gaze can drop back as well. Look to the sky. Soft jaw. Easy breath. Maybe even open and close your mouth. And let it go. Unwind. Float your hands up overhead. With your breath in, interlace your fingers the opposite way. Check to make sure you've got them nice and tight. Index finger release, equal mudra. Squeeze your biceps in towards your ears. Find your preferred stance. Everything to the center as you breathe in. Exhale, pull up and over, coming over to the right side. Squeeze your biceps in, cheek towards your biceps. Bumping your right or your left hip away, but never too deep. Keep your breath moving. Inhale through center. Release your hands again. This time, one more full back bend. Any version you like. Wide angle, extended, supported, whatever. Come back to standing. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. In your forward fold, again, wiggle in, cradle your arms, move side to side, do what feels good to you. Let your jaw, your head soften. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Okay, Reggie, I need my space. Thank you. Palms come down. Walk your feet back to a downward facing dog. Reggie, why don't you join us in our down dog? Wiggle your hips, bend your knees. Inhale, extend your right foot high to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose again, tiger pose. Re-extend. This time we're going to see about stepping our foot through our hands. If that sounds really challenging to you, then get it as far as it will go. And you can always drop your other knee down and slide it forward, finding that 90-degree angle. If you haven't already, dropping your left knee down to meet the earth. We'll rise up to a low crescent. Perfect. Arms by your sides, but shoulders go where they live. Invite them down within a little wide angle back bend. Inhale, lift. With our exhalation, we're going to drop our right hand behind us. Keep reaching your left hand high to our low, exalted crescent. Inhale, reach towards the front of your mat. Pivot your left palm down. Reach your right hand high to twist. Add a little bend in your elbow. Options here would involve curling your toes under and lifting your knee away from the earth. Exhale, both hands down to meet the mat. Inhale, your foot back to the sky, three-legged dog. Roll that hip around. Re-extend. Meet me this time with knee to outer tricep or shoulder back to the sky. And release your foot to the earth. Inhale, left foot high. Exhale, knee to belly. Back to the sky. Exhale, step your foot through to a low lunge. Drop your knee down. Inhale, arms sweep high to the sky. Take a moment to find your foundation, strong inner thighs, strong feet. Exhale, wide ankle back bend, inviting your shoulders where they live. Inhale, lift. We'll reach back through the palm of our left hand to capture what we can. Reach through the sole of our right hand, lifting and twisting and grounding. Inhale back through center as you drop your right hand down to the inside of your foot and continue into your twist. But stay right here. Options are to maybe pull your elbow back. You can even bind and curl your toes under, peel your knee away if you like. Rotate your gaze to the sky. Keep your breath moving. When you're ready to come down, both palms meet the earth, framing your foot. Strong belly as you slide that left foot back to meet the sky. Again, a movement through your hip, rocking and rolling. Re-extend, exhale, foot meets the earth. Pedal out your feet again. Look to your hands, soft knees. You can walk, hop, dance your feet towards your hands. It's kind of fun to play with hopping. See how lightly and softly you can land. Exhale into your forward fold. Oh, my glasses are slipping. It's a little sweaty. Cradle your arms, sway side to side. Release your hands to the earth. Bend your knees, strong belly as we roll up to standing. Roll your shoulders down and around. Find a couple of yummy full body shoulder rolls. You can even bend your knees and kind of use your whole body, pressing through the soles of your feet, reaching through the crown of your head, and finally extend your arms wide, take them all the way up and over. Exhale into your choice of back bend. Inhale, lift, palms meet. Exhale, hands slide to heart center. Perfect. From here, finding a chair pose. So make sure you can see your toes. Weight is in your heels, but you're still using the whole soles of your feet. Your stance can be squeezed together or space between, really up to you. Again, sit as low as you can just to build some heat and strength in your big muscles, strong belly. Let's take our hands high to start with. As we exhale, lower your arms parallel to the ground. Continue to rotate that left arm open as you look to the left. Check your knees, try to square them off. Come back through center. Instead of sweeping the way we came, let's close the door. Both palms reach towards the front of the room or front of your mat. Exhale, hands down behind you. Flying chair pose, palms face in. Adding on just a little layer of balance with our inhale. Sweep your arms up and overhead. Begin to press into the sole of your left foot as you lift your right foot to one-legged mountain. With our exhalation, anchor your ankle across your other knee. Sit down, figure four. Standing figure four. Flex your foot, lift your heart, press your thumb into your heart, press your heart into your thumb. Keep breathing. To come out of this, we rise back up, hands with us. Exhale, down to chair pose. Perfect. Soft shoulders, strong belly, strong stance. Arms parallel to the earth. Slide that right arm back behind you as you open into that twist. Check out your knees, your feet. Keep your breath moving, no holding it, no gripping onto your breath. It's a good teacher. If it's too hard to breathe, come a little further out of it. If it's too easy, sit a little lower. Press that door closed. Press your palms back. Inhale, sweep both arms up. Biceps by your ears. Right foot stays rooted, left foot lifts to one-legged mountain, one-legged Tadasana. Begin to anchor your ankle above your knee, hands to heart, kind of trying to square those hips off. Slippery glasses, I'm sweating. Flex your foot, smile, keep breathing. Shoulders down and back. And when you're ready to let it go, lift and lengthen. Exhale back to chair pose, fly. This time we'll find a little bind. Press that fist back. Adding just a little twist. Rotate your chest, looking towards the left as you reach your fist back. Come back through center. Look to the right. Reach your fist back in the opposite direction. Come back through center. Release, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step your left foot back to a low lunge. Find that yummy stance. You might have to wiggle around like I did. Finding that strong 90-degree angle with your lunged leg. You're on the ball of your foot behind you. Finding strength and length. Reggie's leaving. I'm good. Walk your hands forward. Press into your fingertips as you reach through that heel. Get a little more space in your back body, a little more yumminess in that right hip. Now begin to step forward. We're going to step into that standing leg and see about kicking through the heel of our right foot. Making a nice L shape, supported warrior 3. I know you can't really see all of me, but here we go. Hips side by side. With your exhalation, we're going to step back and land in warrior 1. So foot at an angle, rising up. Take your hands up overhead. Wiggle into those hips. I think you could see most of me. Roll your wrist. Maybe not my hands, but you don't need to see those. Exhale, wide angle back bend. Inhale, lift. Let's again find that exalted warrior this time. Palm comes back, grabbing on. Reach your hand up and overhead. This time as we come through center, we're going to make our way to warrior 2. So adjusting your stance, feet are now in one line, meaning like a tightrope. Arms are wide. Roll your wrists around, maybe sway a little back and forth. Sit a little lower if you'd like. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Lengthen through that right side body, crawling your fingertips down your left. Inhale through warrior 2. Exhale to extended. Perhaps forearm bends, but you're pressing into that knee to lift. Extend. You could find that full extended angle. You could bend at your elbow, hand behind head. Find your bind. Do what you want. Or open up. You don't have to do what I'm doing. Do what you want to do. With our inhale, let's lengthen our arm, lengthen our leg, lengthen both arms, and come up. Preparing for Trikonasana. We'll first slide back, reverse your triangle. Inhale, open. Reach and lengthen. Exhale, dive into Trikonasana. Hand comes down to connect with your body, but you're not pushing, you're lifting, opening. Maybe gaze to the sky, open your heart a little wider. Make sure you're using the muscles in your legs. Maybe bend your knee, not locking out. Tuck your hand behind your back body. Extend your right hand forward. And use some strength of your legs, your belly to come all the way up and over and explore a bind. Press your head into your hand. Maybe wrap your fingers to touch. And if that's like no way, Jose, just hug yourself in any way you want. Or just stay where you were. You can be back here. Open up. Bend your knee the way we came. Back to warrior 2. From warrior 2, we'll windmill down to the earth. Pivot to the ball of your foot. Step your right foot back to three-legged dog. Point, flex, roll your ankle, bend your knee, open your hip. This time, exhale your knee across to your opposite elbow and just linger there for a couple breaths. Build a little heat. Roll your wrist around your ankle. Re-extend, unwind. Release your foot to the earth. Either stay in your down dog, come to a child's pose, or go through a little chaturanga dandasana flow. That would mean sliding to a high plank, strong plank, sliding a little bit forward to lower down through your chaturanga push-up, so to speak. Flatten the tops of your feet. Inhale to your choice of cobra, sphinx, or upward facing dog. Exhale, back to down dog, table, or child's pose. So wherever you've been, maybe table, maybe child's pose, maybe joined me, meet you back at downward facing dog. Inhale your left foot high. Point flex, roll your ankle, bend your knee, open your hip. Knee comes just to belly and back to the sky. Lower your foot to meet the ground. Walk your feet forward to a forward fold. Exhale into the fold. Ooh. Cradle your arms, wiggle around, let it feel good. Do anything you want. One little yummy twist that can feel yummy down here, pardon my repetitiveness, is bending your knees a lot and seeing about sort of nestling your armpit into your bent knee on one side and lengthening your leg on the other. So I've got my right knee and my right armpit, and maybe I could even extend and lengthen up through my left hand as I wiggle my toes. Exhale, both hands down again. See about nestling that other knee in your armpit. Press into your palm on the earth. As you find this nice foundation, you can lengthen the other side body. halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Step your right foot back to a low lunge. So again, arrange it, because mine wasn't very arranged. Got Reggie in my way though, so there's that. So, low lunge. Again, first, find your yummy space. Make sure your foot's in the right place for your body, for your hips. Inner thighs are active because your hips are squaring off towards the ground. Long line of energy from your heel through the crown of your head. Walk your hands a little forward. Tent your fingers. Press into your fingertips. See how my fingers are tented? Press back through your heel. Now we're going to propel ourselves forward and step into that left leg. Reach through the heel of our right foot. Inner thighs are active. There can absolutely and probably should be a bend in your standing left leg. Strong belly. Lift a little bit. Rotate so you can see me. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, that's a little too hard. Anyway, with your exhalation, we come down to warrior one on this side. So this time you'll see me from the back as we move through this series a little bit. So first, find your warrior one. Your hips are generally side by side. Each leg has its own lane. Arms overhead. Exhale, wide angle back bend. Inhale, lift. As you exhale, let's sweep that left hand back behind us to capture what we can as we reach up and over through the palm of our right. Keep breathing there. No rush. Strong legs. Inner thighs are drawn towards one another. To release the pose, we sweep into warrior two. Heel toe your feet now so they're in one line like a tightrope. The gaze in warrior two is looking over your fingertips. With our exhalation, perhaps turn your palm to the sky as you reverse your warrior. Maybe deeper bend in that knee. Often we release that bend as we sweep back. Dig a little deeper if you'd like, or soften. Inhale back through warrior two. With our exhale, to extended side angle. Again, find your version. Try not to lean in, lift out instead. Or maybe even open your arm, reaching towards your ankle, lifting your arm up overhead at an angle, or sweeping your hand behind you in a bind. Open your heart to the sky, chest is wide and broad. Begin to lengthen that leg, lift your arm, come all the way back, up, reverse your triangle. Inhale, open, preparing for triangle. If you need to do any movements or shifting of stance to find your strong stance, do so. No rush. I didn't tell you on the other side, but I usually offer the image of capturing a tug of war rope in your right hand that you're going to pull as you reach through your left side body. And when you can't go any further, drop down in to your Trikonasana. Reach your hand high, heart lifts, gaze to the sky. Oh, good. Here we go. Tuck your hand behind your back body, extend through your left hand and lift up and over, and find your version of a bind. Maybe you capture your hands. Maybe you don't. It doesn't matter. And when you're ready to let it go, let it go. Come back to warrior two. Find your strong warrior two for a moment. Roll your shoulders. Open your arms. Reach. And windmill down to meet the ground. Pivot to the ball of your foot behind you. Slide that left foot back to meet the sky. Exhale, knee to opposite elbow to hold for a few beats. Strong, strong, strong. Maybe even a bend in your elbows. Re-extend your leg to the sky. Exhale, foot to the earth. Beautiful. Again, option. Come to table, come to child's pose, do what you want, or join me in a little Chaturanga Dandasana Vinyasa flow. Slide to your high plank. Enjoy it for a moment. Reach through your heels. Slide to your toes. Bend at your elbows, slowly coming down or hovering. Flatten the tops of your feet. Inhale, heart through hands. Upward facing dog, strong legs. Look to the sky if you like. Exhale, back through. Toes curl back under. Through your high plank to down dog. Pedal out your feet. Shake your head side to side. Inhale, look to your hands. Exhale, hop, step, or jump your feet forward to a forward fold. Uttanasana. Cradle your arms. Sway a little side to side. Let's add a little yumminess here for our hips. We're gonna see about lifting the heels of our feet and lowering our booty down towards our heels. And if this is not really an option for your body at this time, you could do just a seated butterfly pose or Supta Baddha Konasana. So as you see, I've walked my heels towards one another, gotten them as close as I can, hovering on my fingertips, broad through my chest as I can. We're gonna pivot on the balls of our feet and then kick our hips back to the sky, coming to a forward fold. Inhaling, lift your chest, begin to pivot your heels as you exhale back down. A couple more times with your breath. Inhale, we'll lift. Exhale, let's lower. Heels come together. Feel the movement in your hips, the yumminess in your joints. A couple more times. And the last time, here it is, all the way down. Just for fun, if you feel like it, try just a wee bit of balancing. Maybe hands come to heart. Whoa. Slippery glasses. Active booty, belly. And maybe, I don't know if I can, draw your knees back together and see if you can rise up slowly. Hands come overhead. Well done. Back bend. Inhale, lift. Palms come together and to heart center. Okay, let's do a wee bit of balancing up here. Hi, Daisy. We did our one-legged mountains already. Let's do them again. Lift your right knee up. Then I want you to just bend at your knee so your thighs connect and you're just like you're stamping the sole of your foot behind you. Let's do that again. Right knee up. Kick back. One more time, right knee up. And this time, capture your knee in towards your chest if you can. Roll your ankle around, shoulders drawn down and around. Oof. Keep your standing legs strong, but there can be a bend there. Now let's leave it up there, one-legged mountain. Adding on a twist. Right hand comes to outer knee or thigh. Left hand sweeps up and over as we reach back. And perhaps even look to the left. Maybe extend through the heel of your right foot. Exhale back through center. Lower your foot down as quickly or slowly as you need to. Inhale your right foot high. Exhale, hands to heart as you kick back. Inhale back to one-legged mountain. Kick back. Inhale to one-legged mountain. Capture your foot, knees to chest. Roll that ankle around a bit. Lower your knee in line with your hip. Capture the outer thigh with your left hand as you reach back and through. This is not helpful, guys. How the heck am I supposed to balance if you're running into me? Maybe kick through the heel of your right foot. Coming back through center. Maybe another hug. Lower your foot down to the ground. Sweep your arms up overhead. Exhale into your wide angle back bend. Inhale, lift. Hey, this isn't helpful, guys. They are turkeys. Okay. I'm going to have an adjustment here, I think. Why don't you guys get on out of here? Maybe Dad's back.